What's up, everybody? John here, and I am amped up today, literally. Don't let my love for fingerstyle, ragtime, or Mississippi John Hurt music fool you. I cut my teeth on hard rock music, and I absolutely still love going there. Recently, I was jamming on my Strat and my 66 Bandmaster, and I stumbled onto a cool little riff that got me excited. This riff starts out on the 4th string. I'm moving from the 2nd fret, stretching up to the 5th, and then I'm switching up to the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then back to the E on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Then I reach up on the 3rd string, 5th fret, with that sort of big stretch. And if that stretches a little bit too much for you, then I've got a cure for that a little bit later in the video. You can play this riff in a different way, but that's coming up. Come back to the A, back to the E, and that's a cool little finger roll. From the 3rd to the 4th string, open 3rd, and then here on the A note again, fretted. And then we just finish this with a little bit of a tail, or even a pull off there. All right, one important thing, this starts on the offbeat. This starts on the and of 1. So we count in 1 and 2, 1. All right, that's cool, and as I was jamming on it, it really caught my ear, but it needs something. It needs a little finish on it. And I'm kind of being pulled to this idea of ending with just a couple of big chords to kind of balance the single string riffing that we've got going on here. And this is in the key of A. Even though we're starting out on E, we're really working with notes from the A minor pentatonic scale. So as I start thinking about that, I'm thinking, all right, the important chords from the key of A would be the 1, 4, and 5. So let's try that. The A chord, and maybe work in a D chord and an E chord. All right, let's switch those two chords. All right, either of those, I guess, technically works, right? And they sound kind of cool, kind of okay, but I want it to sound a little bit more gritty, a little bit more rocked up. So let's try a different set of chords. Yes, now we're getting somewhere. That's what I was looking for. That sounds kind of gritty. It's got sort of that mean edge on it that I'm looking for. It sounds like some of that rock that I cut my teeth on. But isn't that chord that I played, the G, outside of the key of A? Well, yeah, it definitely is. But why did it work? Here's my way of looking at this. We're borrowing the dominant chord from the parallel minor key. And parallel minor just means the minor key starting with the same root note of the key that we're in. So in A major, the parallel minor key is A minor. Simple, right? And the dominant chord in the key of A minor is G7. And G major will work too. This gives you 4 chords that sound great together in a rock context. The 1, 4, and 5 chord that we all know and love, and now the chord from the parallel minor key. And we can think of that chord in a couple different ways. We can think of it as the dominant of that parallel minor key, or we can think of it as the flat 7 of the key that we're in. Either way, sounds great for rock and roll. We're going to jam on these chords and this riff in just a second, but let's have a little more fun with this and move this lick into different positions around the neck, and maybe even mix in a few triads from other positions just to give this a bigger sound. Oh yeah, premium members are going to get the chance to dig into this note for note with the tabs, and we're going to have an extended cut live for members only happening later today. So if you want to grab the tab, have the Sound Slice interactive tab player, and check out the extended cut, then definitely join up and join us. Now, here's the full jam, bringing all these ideas together, taking the main riff, putting that gritty rock edge on it with that flat 7 chord, and then also moving the riff around the neck and adding in some cool triads just to give it a really cool and big sound. If you learned something from this lesson, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you want to go deeper, you can always join us in BGI's membership. You get access to additional lesson materials like a slow walkthrough, tabs, and then the extended cut live for this one. You can join BGI at the link right over here. I hope to see you inside. Until then, practice smart and play on.